Number 5, Penn State bottles up. Jeanty beats number 8, Boise State 31-14 in the Fiesta Bowl. Here goes Jeanty right there. Okay, Penn State defenders clogged every hole, stretched out every outside run, closed with ferocity everywhere that Jeanty turned. He ran into Nittany Lions. The Heisman Trophy runner-up still went over 100 yards, but he sure had to work for it. Drew Alar threw 3 touchdown passes, and number 5 Penn State bottled up Jeanty for a 31-14 win over number 8 Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl on Tuesday night, earning a spot in the college football playoff semifinals. We knew who we were going against. We knew we had to have hats to the ball every single play, because every play he could break one, said Penn State safety Zaki Wheatley, who had an interception and recovered a fumble. We did that the whole game. The Nittany Lions their record 13-2, and the college football playoff number 6 seed opened their first CFP berth with a blowout win over SMU and appeared headed toward the latest lopsided victory in the new 12-team format by jumping out to a 14-0 lead against Boise State. But the Broncos have relished their role of underdog, going back to when their brand went national in the electrifying 2007 Fiesta Bowl. And they had an answer. I remember that. Didn't the guy propose to his girlfriend after the game or whatever? I can't remember who it was, but so the Broncos are 12-2, CFP number 3 seed. Okay, so they fall to the Nittany Lions here. Again, the Broncos ranked 8, Penn State number 5. Fiesta Bowl, they lose 31-14. Here's Drew Alar. Here's the quarterback of the winning Penn State Nittany Lions right here. And I'll open up Google Slides so we can get this presentation going. So right away, I see that Nittany Lions equals 55 in the reduction cipher. Even Penn State Nittany Lions equals 88. So that's like 5 and 8. You see that? And they pull off the victory. They're ranked number 5. Okay, 55 like 5. They beat number 8 Boise State. Okay, and you see 88 with Penn State Nittany Lions. 88 is like number 8, who was Boise State. You see that right there? Right? So they're ranked number 5. They get the victory over 8. You get the 55 and 88 with their team name and their overall name. Okay? And this is the running back that they speak of, Jeanty for Boise State, the Broncos. Of course, his birthday was recently. You see, it was December 2nd right there. Look, you get 13 date numerology on that day. And this was New Year's Eve, okay? You even get 13 numerology with this game on New Year's Eve. Even the game, well, look at the quarterback on the losing team, Maddox Madsen. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. So you get the 1 and the 3. His name's got 2 M's. You see, Maddox Madsen. M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. On top of that, okay? Even Drew Alar, the winning quarterback for Penn State, he completed 13 passes. This game I mentioned was on New Year's Eve, the 31st, and Penn State wins with 31 points, okay? So you get that 13 and you get the 31. And not to mention, number 5 Penn State beats Jeanty, and number 8 Boise State. 5 plus 8 is 13. All right. And, that's going to be an unlucky number for Boise State here. You see that? Even Penn State has 13 wins. And Broncos, they go down in defeat here. Look at the reverse cipher. Z is 1, A is 26. Broncos equals 103, like 13. Okay? They score 14 points in the loss. Penn State, they lose to ABC 123. Penn State equals 114, like the 14 that the Broncos scored. And the Broncos have played 14 games. It looks like 12-2, right? You see that right there? Now, did they update that? And not only that, look at Ashton Jeanty on the Broncos. 104 yards on the ground. 104 is like 14, right? So it shows they're 12-2. Sometimes they don't update that. Let's go back over to the article here and scroll down a little. Oh, okay. So yeah, it says they're 12-2. Let me check. So 12 plus 2 is 14, right? So that appears to be updated here. All right, as you see it right there. And it's a 12th month game, the last day, New Year's Eve. Right? So, but the 12th month goes with the 12th month birthday for their running back, also with their 12 victories right there, okay? So pretty nice, right? And let me see, there's one more 14. I think I got it in here though. Well, we have that. Jeanty's birthday, the 12th month and the second day, as I mentioned, and that matches up with the record 12-2. You see that right there? And I already stated 12 plus 2 equals 14, right? He's even age 21, which is the reflection of 12. And if you look at their record or his birthday from right to left, 221. If you look from right to left, which is like 21. So he's born on the second day of December, and he's got the 2 on the jersey. Okay? So there was one more thing I think I missed here. Let me pull it up on the fly on the calculator here. I mean, this converts. This puts the number equivalent and the number value to the letter right here, okay? Forwards, reverse, and then just the reduction ciphers. Let's put New Year's Eve. You even get a 1 and a 4 right there at the beginning. You see that right there? New Year's Eve equals 142. So you get the 14, the first two numbers there, and that's just ABC 123. What about New Year's Day? Look at that. So this was on the verge of New Year's Day, okay? Look, New Year's Day equals 140, like 14. And look at how New Year's Day equals 5 and 8 or 58 in reverse reduction. Don't forget, these are teams ranked 5 and 8, Penn State and Boise State. So even though this game was New Year's Eve, New Year's Day energy, right? So that's pretty cool right there. Even new equals 12. You see that right there? Even new equals 12 with the 12th month birthday for Jeanty and the 12-win Boise State Broncos right there. So that's pretty cool, right? Even new equals 12. You know, you're in the 12th month. You're on the verge of the new year. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're moving along rather nicely here. Let me pull this back up. So look, check it out. This code hits, and it hits very well because there's a lot of numbers out there. The Nittany Lions bottle up Ashton Jeanty, as they say in our title, in this Fiesta Bowl, right? And, you know, they pick up the victory over the Broncos. Look at how the Nittany Lions, look at Nittany Lions, the team name for Penn State, 172 and 52. And that's just like Ashton Jeanty, the running back on the losing team, Boise State, the team that the Nittany Lions defeat here. Look at the 172 and the 152 and how it crosses over in ordinal and reverse there. That's pretty cool, right? Not only that, look at how we can build onto this. And these are facts with the language that we speak. None of this is made up, my opinion, okay? I don't watch these games, you know. I may drop like $5 here and there just to take a shot, but I didn't gamble on this game or nothing like that. I have nothing invested in this game other than to show you the code here. Even the quarterback for the winning team, Penn State, Drew Patrick Alar, look at his full name. You get 172 just like his team, Nittany Lions, and Ashton Jeanty, the guy featured for the opposing team, 172. Look at that. Okay, and I show you the ABC 123 ordinal cipher right there. You see how it breaks down. And you just add up his full name, 172. Right? So pretty damn simple. And that Patrick name is big for quarterbacks, isn't it? If your name's Patrick and you're in college football, maybe headed to the NFL, you got Patrick Mahomes, reigning Super Bowl champ, right? But not only that, think about Tom Brady. What's his full name? Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., right? So if you're, and Drew, you got Drew Lock as well. Is he quarterbacking for the Giants right now? Maybe. Possibly. And I'm not saying they're doing well, but. And think about Andrew Luck, who retired. Andrew Luck kind of sounds like Drew Lock too, doesn't it? But he was a great quarterback when he played. Drew Lock? You see right there? Drew Lock. So he is on the Giants. That's interesting because they lost their number one draft pick hopes by beating the Colts. And the Colts had Andrew Luck. That's amazing, isn't it? Andrew Luck, Drew Lock, and they're connected by the Giants beating the Colts that last game and losing their number one pick and their hopes at what, Cam Ward or Shudor Sanders. So that's interesting on the fly. But my point being this Drew name, right? And there may be more quarterbacks like that out there. Okay, but back over here, we have more. So American college football quarterback for the Penn State Nittany Lions. You see the connections with the numbers. And this game, 67 days before his birthday, March 8th. And that day is the 67th day of the year. Even his birthday, March 8th, 3 plus 8 is 11. And 1 equals New Year's Day, January 1st, 1/1. Even though this game was New Year's Eve. But you still get that New Year's energy, don't you? Look at Ashton Jeanty. This game, 29 days after his birthday. And his birthday left 29 days in the year. December 2nd. And don't forget his 1-2-2 birthday, and his team's record is 12-2, 1-2-2. And I already stated he's got that 2 on the jersey, born on the 2nd day of December, y'all. Even Fiesta Bowl equals 59, just like Drew Alar, quarterback for Penn State, and Ashton Jeanty is 5'9", 59. Broncos, Fiesta Bowl, and Drew Alar all equal 40. It's just 4 base ciphers with a lot of numbers out there, y'all. So look how it hits on this. The number 59 has been floating around heavy lately. Another guy whose name starts with J, Jordan. Okay, his mansion sold for 9.5 million, and Michael Jordan equals 59. The NFL season began on the 5th day of the 9th month. 59. Even though this is college football, you still get the connection, right? You even get Broncos. Think about Denver Broncos. Did Drew Lock get drafted by the Denver Broncos? No way. Who drafted Drew Lock? Look at how that...
The Denver Broncos. According to Wikipedia, Locke was selected by the Denver Broncos in the second round as the 42nd overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft.
On the fly, the Broncos draft Drew Lock as I just get done speaking of him. And you get the Boise State Broncos in college here. And you see how it connects with this quarterback, Drew, Penn State. Holy crap, right? And don't forget Andrew Luck. The Colts, like horses, right? Broncos like horses. You see that connection, y'all? Now, even notice the rankings. Boise State number 9, Penn State number 4. 94, Drew Alar equals 94. And again, you can see the ABC 1, 2, 3 cipher. Not my wild theory, right? A code where they use the alphabet. Okay? And you get these numbers which are equivalent to letters and words. That's a thing, isn't it? Yes, it is. Even Drew, look at D, the 4th letter of the alphabet, and his team is ranked 4th. Drew Alar, 94, y'all, with the 9 and 4 ranked teams. I guess after the fact here, the rankings adjust from the 5 and the 8 to the 4 and the 9. Okay, so you see how it syncs, and even earlier, how when they were 5 and 8, how Nittany Lions equals 55, Penn State Nittany Lions 88, like 5 and 8. Okay? Look how smooth this is going. Right? And that's that. And that's everything I entered. Even Ashton Jeanty equals 44. So 44 is like 4, right? Okay? As, the team that beats his team hits number 4 right there. So very cool. That's everything I entered. Even with that score, 3 plus 1 is 4 with the 31 points. So very cool. Let's go back to the article. I'm just going to scan down the article here a little bit, see if anything else pops. They mention, so it was a 17-point victory, and the losing team scored 14. So it's not a coincidence you get highlighted an early 17-14 lead here in the third quarter. Boise State galloped back from an early deficit, trimming the margin to 17-14. So it's not and even right here, look, a 58-yard touchdown run for Nick Singleton sending the Nittany Lions to the January 9th Orange Bowl against Georgia, or Notre Dame with that Sugar Bowl matchup, I guess, is going down today, right, with the rescheduling of the Sugar Bowl. But look, 58-yard touchdown run for Nick Singleton for Penn State. Remember, the teams are ranked going into this game 5-8. Okay, everything is by these numbers, y'all. As now they're ranked 4-9. But you see that? That's on the fly too, okay? That's on the fly. So they got the Orange Bowl upcoming. Let me copy that. And that's going to be January 9th, 1-9. Right? Let's scroll down a little bit more. There's going to be a lot of numbers here. I don't want to look at this 38-yard score that by Omari Evans. Which team is he on? It says he was particularly sharp early, finding Warren in the back of the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown. So you get that New Year's 1-1 right there. Omari Evans with the 38-yard stride for a 2-touchdown lead. Remember, Drew Alar's birthday is March 8th. Okay? 3-8. And you get that 14 again, 14-0 lead. Remember, the Broncos finished the game with 14 points, so they bring up the 14 again there. Something else about the 38 with Drew Alar's birthday. Let's look up Omari Evans real quick, though. Omari Evans. Let me type it out. Right here, so he's a wide receiver for Penn State, okay? So they mentioned this play by him. A 38-yard. Well, speaking of that 3-8, Drew Alar's birthday, if you flip it, or you can say the third day of the 8th month, would be Tom Brady's birthday. And there's that Patrick connection again. You see that right there? There's that Patrick connection again, as they're connected by the name Patrick. Right? So pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool if you ask me. Okay? Now, is there anything more with the article? And Omari with the 38-yard score. And Penn State's off to the Orange Bowl. So you get the O and the O. Okay? They mentioned this 8-yard touchdown run right here by Tyler Crow. The fullback took several Nittany Lions with him. So that guy is on the Broncos. And remember, they were ranked 8 going into the game. Okay? You see that? Boise State opens the 25 season. Look at that. August 30th. Like 83. Okay? Like Drew Alar, the 8th day, 3rd month birthday, with the Patrick in his name, like Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., and Brady's birthday, August 3rd, 8-3. You see that? Because the zeros got no value. How amazing is that? And even number 3, Notre Dame, right? So you get that 3 again. So who's it going to be? I got Georgia taking that game. But we'll see what happens. And that game is January 9. Let's just put Orange Bowl in here. Orange. Look, even orange equals 30 and 33. Like the number 3 ranking for Notre Dame. Okay, so pretty cool there. And orange equals 102, which goes with those 12s that we mentioned earlier. Orange Bowl. Orange Bowl equals 112. There's that 50 right there. Orange Bowl equals 50. And I think Drew also equals 50, y'all. Yep, as in Drew Alar. Look at that. And is he going to face number 2 Georgia in the Orange Bowl? Remember, Georgia's number 2. Drew equals 22 like 2. The Sugar Bowl is number 2 versus number 3, which is Georgia versus Notre Dame, and that game's scheduled. I'm gonna release this. I'm recording it before the game starts, so the game is rescheduled for today. So when this drops, I don't know if the Sugar Bowl is already gonna be done or not. I don't know when I'm gonna release this, but y'all are seeing it now. But number 2 Georgia and number 3 Notre Dame. So Drew equals 23. Ooh, Drew equals 58, y'all. Look at that. It hits every which way. Drew equals 58. And going into this game, his team was ranked 5 and the opponent was ranked 8. So that's completely wild, y'all. That is wild. Okay? That is completely wild, y'all. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. Super. I hope y'all see those connections. Absolutely amazing. We'll see what happens in the Sugar Bowl as this gets interesting, doesn't it? As this gets very interesting. So number 5 Penn State bottles up Jeanty, beats number 8 Boise State 31-14 in Fiesta Bowl. And there's a lot of Drew Alar numbers all over this, okay? Right? So I appreciate everybody. This is Daily Decodes 81-2. Until next time. And I always miss something, so I'll drop it in the comments. I'm not perfect if I catch it. So we'll see who Penn State goes to take on in the Orange Bowl. Will it be Georgia? Will it be Notre Dame? We'll see what happens in that Sugar Bowl, won't we? And there's probably more symbolism with the names of the bowls and all that as well. That's interesting because the Chicago Bulls have been trending. Michael Jordan, former member of the Chicago Bulls, former player. That's interesting because you get the language coming into play with bowl and bowls. That's an interesting point that I can't deny either. So I appreciate y'all. We'll see what happens as we go forward. Daily Decodes 81-2. Until next time, peace.